leadership. Because even in a digital world, real-life connection wins. You know, we were all stood out there, meeting each other, greeting each other. Emotional intelligence, machines, they don't build trust. People do, relationships do. And so, we have the rise of human centricity, paradoxically, even as we have the rise of technology. And here is where it gets really interesting, because soft skills, which, let's be honest, were always thought of as a nice to have, you know, never really given that much attention. Well, they're going to become a must-have. Because in this digital age, having skills alone is not going to be enough. We want work that feels meaningful, work that feels purposeful, work that allows us to feel and bring ourselves into our job. And I think in the rush to adapt to technology, we're at a real risk of missing something essential. The fact that while AI can automate tasks, it can't replace relationships. And this is why organizations are seeing more and more a critical truth: the power of purpose-driven cultures. Now, let's get something straight. Purpose at work is not just about loving what you do and having a slide in the company handbook. It's about knowing why your work matters, why it contributes to something bigger than just a paycheck. Because remember, work is no longer only about survival and money, like it was before. It is no longer about that. We're no longer in that era anymore. Things have shifted. And this is also where Gen Z are so fascinating, and where I do a lot of my work with companies and organizations, because they're really leading this shift. But we're also seeing other generations are now starting to catch on and see, hang on, there might be an alternative way for me too. So purpose-driven cultures, if you are an organization, what does that even mean? Well, 3 things. Employees need to understand how their daily work impacts the bigger picture. Second, they need to know, and it needs to be clear, that there is a mission beyond just making money and profit. And thirdly, if you're a leader here, you need to prioritize